بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate.
طاسين تلك آيات القرآن وكتاب مبين.
Tasin. These are the verses of the Qur'an and a clear book.
هدى وبشرى للمؤمنين.
A guidance and good tidings for the believers.
الذين يقيمون الصلاة ويؤتون الزكاة وهم بالآخرة هم يوقنون.
Who establish prayer and give zakah and have firm faith in the hereafter.
إن الذين لا يؤمنون بالآخرة زينا لهم أعمالهم فهم يعمهون.
As for those who do not believe in the hereafter, we've made their deeds seem attractive to them, so they stumble around in perplexity.
أولئك الذين لهم سوء العذاب وهم في الآخرة هم الأخسرون.
It is they for whom a grievous chastisement lies in store. It is they who shall be the greatest losers in the hereafter.
وَإِنَّكَ لَتُلَقَّى الْقُرْآنَ مِنْ لَدُنْ حَكِيمٍ عَلِيمٍ.
As for you, O Muhammad, you are receiving the Qur'an from the most wise, the all-knowing.
إِذْ قَالَ مُوسَى لِأَهْلِهِ إِنِّي آنَسْتُ نَارًا سآتيكم منها بخبر أو آتيكم بشهاب قبس لعلكم تصطلون.
Recount to them when Moses said to his family, I perceive something like fire. Soon will I bring to you some information from there, or I will bring you a burning brand that you may warm yourselves.
فلما جاءها نودي أن بورك من في النار ومن حولها وسبحان الله رب العالمين.
But when Moses came to the fire, a call was sounded. Blessed is he who is in the fire, and whatever is around it. Glory be to Allah, the sustainer of all in the universe.
يا موسى إنه أنا الله العزيز الحكيم.
O Moses, verily this is me, Allah, the Almighty, the All-Wise.
وألق عصاك فلما رآها تهتز كأنها جان ولا مدبرا ولم يعقب. يا موسى لا تخف إني لا يخاف لدي المرسلون.
Now cast your rod. But when he saw the rod writhing as though it were a serpent, he turned his back in retreat and did not even look behind. O Moses, have no fear. Messengers have no fear in my presence.
إلا من ظلم ثم بدل حسنا بعد سوء فإني غفور رحيم.
Except he who has committed some wrong. But if he substitutes good in place of evil, I am most forgiving, most compassionate.
وأدخل يدك في جيبك تخرج بيضاء من غير سوء في 9 آيات إلى فرعون وقومه إنهم كانوا قوما فاسقين.
Now put your hand into your bosom, and it will come forth shining without any blemish. These are 2 of the 9 signs to be carried to Pharaoh and his people. They are surely a wicked people.
فلما جاءتهم آياتنا مبصرة قالوا هذا سحر مبين.
But when our clear signs came to them, they said, "This is plain magic."
وجحدوا بها واستيقنتها أنفسهم ظلما وعلوا فانظر كيف كان عاقبة المفسدين.
They denied those signs out of iniquity and arrogance, although their hearts were convinced of their truth. So see how evil was the end of those mischief makers.
وَلَقَدْ آتَيْنَا دَاوُودَ وَسُلَيْمَانَ عِلْمًا وَقَالَ الْحَمْدُ لِلَّهِ الَّذِي فَضَّلَنَا عَلَى كَثِيرٍ مِّنْ عِبَادِهِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ.
On the other hand, we granted knowledge to David and Solomon, and they said, "All praise be to Allah, who has exalted us above many of his believing servants."
وورث سليمان داود وقال يا أيها الناس علمنا منطق الطير وأوتينا من كل شيء إن هذا لهو الفضل المبين.
And Solomon succeeded David and said, "O people, we have been taught the speech of birds, and we have been endowed with all kinds of things. Surely this is a conspicuous favor from Allah."
وحشر لسليمان جنوده من الجن والإنس والطير فهم يوزعون.
Hosts of jinn and humans and birds were marshaled for Solomon and were kept under full control.
حتى إذا أتوا على واد النمل قالت نملة يا أيها النمل ادخلوا مساكنكم لا يحطمنكم سليمان وجنوده وهم لا يشعرون.
Solomon was once on the move with them until when they reached a valley of ants, one of the ants said, "O ants, get into your holes, lest Solomon and his hosts crush you under their feet without even knowing."
فتبسم ضاحكا من قولها وقال رب أوزعني أن أشكر نعمتك التي أنعمت علي وعلى والدي وأن أعمل صالحا ترضاه وأدخلني برحمتك في عبادك الصالحين.
Smiling at the ant's utterance, Solomon burst into laughter and said, "My Lord, hold me under your control, that I may render thanks for the favor which you have bestowed on me and on my parents, and that I may act righteously in a manner that would please you. Include me out of your mercy among your righteous servants."
وتفقد الطير فقال ما لي لا أرى الهدهد أم كان من الغائبين.
On another occasion, Solomon inspected the birds and said, "Why is it that I do not see the hoopoe? Is he among the absentees?"
لأعذبنه عذابا شديدا أو لأذبحنه أو ليأتيني بسلطان مبين.
I will inflict a severe punishment on him, or maybe even slaughter him, unless he comes forth with a convincing reason for his absence.
فمكث غير بعيد فقال أحطت بما لم تحط به وجئتك من سبأ بنبأ يقين.
Not before long, the hoopoe came up and said, "I have obtained a knowledge which you could not. I have brought for you sure news about Sheba.
إني وجدت امرأة تملكهم وأوتيت من كل شيء ولها عرش عظيم.
I found there a woman ruling over them, one who has been endowed with all things and has a mighty throne.
وجدتها وقومها يسجدون للشمس من دون الله وزين لهم الشيطان أعمالهم فصدهم عن السبيل فهم لا يهتدون.
I found that she and her people prostrate themselves before the sun rather than Allah. Satan has made their deeds appear attractive to them and has thus debarred them from the right path, so they do not find true guidance.
ألا يسجدوا لله الذي يخرج الخبأ في السماوات والأرض ويعلم ما تخفون وما تعلنون.
That they would prostrate themselves before Allah, who brings to light all that is hidden in the heavens and the earth, and knows all that you conceal and all that you reveal.
الله لا إله إلا هو رب العرش العظيم.
Allah, none is worthy of worship save He. He is the Lord of the mighty throne.
قال سننظر أصدقت أم كنت من الكاذبين.
Solomon said, "Soon shall we see whether you have spoken the truth or are one of those that lie.
اذهب بكتابي هذا فألقه إليهم ثم تول عنهم فانظر ماذا يرجعون."
Take this letter of mine, deliver it to them, and then draw back from them, and observe what they do.
قالت يا أيها الملأ إني ألقي إلي كتاب كريم.
The queen said, "Know, my nobles, that a gracious letter has been delivered to me.
إنه من سليمان وإنه بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
It is from Solomon, and it is in the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate.
ألا تعلوا علي وأتوني مسلمين.
It says, "Do not act towards me with defiance, but come to me in submission."
قالت يا أيها الملأ أفتوني في أمري ما كنت قاطعة أمرا حتى تشهدون.
After reading the letter, the queen said, Nobles, let me have your counsel in this matter, for I make no firm decision without you.
قالوا نحن أولو قوة وأولو بأس شديد والأمر إليك فانظري ماذا تأمرين.
They said, We are strong and are given to vehement fighting, but the decision is yours. Therefore, consider what you would like to command.
قالت إن الملوك إذا دخلوا قرية أفسدوها وجعلوا أعزة أهلها أذلة وكذلك يفعلون.
The queen said, When the kings enter a country, they cause corruption in it and abase those of its people who are held in honor. This is what they are wont to do.
وَإِنِّي مُرْسِلَةٌ إِلَيْهِمْ بِهَدِيَّةٍ فَنَاظِرَةٌ بِمَ يَرْجِعُ الْمُرْسَلُونَ.
I will send them a gift and then see with what answer my envoys return.
فَلَمَّا جَاءَ سُلَيْمَانَ قَالَ أَتُمِدُّونَنِ بِمَالٍ فَمَا آتَانِيَ اللَّهُ خَيْرٌ مِّمَّا آتَاكُمْ بل أنتم بهديتكم تفرحون.
Now when the envoy of the queen came to Solomon, he said, Do you want to aid me with wealth? Whatever Allah has granted me is much more than what He has given you. Keep for yourselves your gift in which you are exulting.
ارجع إليهم فلنأتينهم بجنود لا قبل لهم بها ولنخرجنهم منها أذلة وهم صاغرون.
Envoy, go back to those who sent you, and we shall certainly come upon them with hosts whom they will be unable to resist. We shall drive them out from there, and they will suffer humiliation and disgrace.
قال يا أيها الملأ أيكم يأتيني بعرشها قبل أن يأتوني مسلمين.
Solomon said, My nobles, which of you can bring me her throne before they come to me in submission?
قال عفريت من الجن أنا آتيك به قبل أن تقوم من مقامك وإني عليه لقوي أمين.
A stalwart of the jinn said, I will bring it to you before you rise from your council. Surely I have the power to do so, and I am trustworthy.
قال الذي عنده علم من الكتاب أنا آتيك به قبل أن يرتد إليك طرفك فلما رآه مستقرا عنده قال هذا من فضل ربي ليبلوني أأشكر أم أكفر ومن شكر فإنما يشكر لنفسه ومن كفر فإن ربي غني كريم.
And he who had some knowledge of the book said, I will bring it before the twinkling of your eye. When Solomon saw the throne placed firmly beside him, he cried out, "This is by the grace of my Lord, so that he may test me whether I give thanks for his bounty or act with ingratitude. Whoever is grateful is so to his own good, and whoever is ungrateful, let him know that my Lord is immensely resourceful, most bountiful."
قال نكروا لها عرشها ننظر أتهتدي أم تكون من الذين لا يهتدون.
Solomon said, "Set the throne before her casually, and let us see whether she gets to the truth, or is one of those who are not guided to what is right."
فلما جاءت قيل أهكذا عرشك قالت كأنه هو وأوتينا العلم من قبلها وكنا مسلمين.
When the queen arrived, she was asked, "Is your throne like this one?" She said, "It seems as if it is the same. We had already come to know this, and we had submitted ourselves."
وصدها ما كانت تعبد من دون الله إنها كانت من قوم كافرين.
What prevented her from accepting the true faith was her worshipping deities other than Allah, for she belonged to an unbelieving people.
قيل لها ادخل الصرح فلما رأته حسبته لجة وكشفت عن ساقيها قال إنه صرح ممرد من قوارير. قالت رب إني ظلمت نفسي وأسلمت مع سليمان لله رب العالمين.
She was told, "Enter the palace," but when she saw it, she thought it was a pool of water, and she bade both her calves to enter into it. Solomon said, "This is a slippery floor of crystal." Thereupon she cried out, "My Lord, I have been inflicting much wrong on myself. Now I submit myself with Solomon to Allah, the Lord of the whole universe."
ولقد أرسلنا إلى ثمود أخاهم صالحا أن اعبدوا الله فإذا هم فريقان يختصمون.
And we sent to Thamud their brother Saleh with the message, "Serve Allah." But all of a sudden they became split into two quarreling factions.
قال يا قوم لم تستعجلون بالسيئة قبل الحسنة لولا تستغفرون الله لعلكم ترحمون.
Saleh said, "My people, why do you wish to hasten that evil rather than good should come upon you? Why should you not seek pardon from Allah so that mercy be shown to you?"
قالوا اطيرنا بك وبمن معك قال طائركم عند الله بل أنتم قوم تفتنون.
They said, "We augur ill of you and those who are with you." Saleh replied, "Your augury is with Allah. The truth is that you are a people who are being tried."
وكان في المدينة 9 رهط يفسدون في الأرض ولا يصلحون.
Now there were 9 ringleaders in the city who created corruption in the land and never worked to set things right.
قالوا تقاسموا بالله لنبيتنه وأهله ثم لنقولن لوليه ما شهدنا مهلك أهله وإنا لصادقون.
They said, "Swear to one another in the name of Allah that we shall make a sudden night swoop on Saleh and his family, and will then tell their heirs that we did not witness the destruction of his family. We are indeed truthful."
ومكروا مكرا ومكرنا مكرا وهم لا يشعرون.
Thus they planned, and we too planned, the while they did not know.
فانظر كيف كان عاقبة مكرهم أنا دمرناهم وقومهم أجمعين.
So see what was the outcome of the plan they made. We utterly destroyed them and their people, all of them.
فتلك بيوتهم خاوية بما ظلموا إن في ذلك لآية لقوم يعلمون.
Now behold their houses that lie in utter ruins because of their wrongdoing. Verily there's a sign in this for the people who know.
وأنجينا الذين آمنوا وكانوا يتقون.
And we delivered those who believed and were wont to avoid disobeying Allah.
ولوطا إذ قال لقومه أتأتون الفاحشة وأنتم تبصرون.
We also sent Lot, and recall when he told his people, "Do you commit shameless acts with your eyes open?
أئنكم لتأتون الرجال شهوة من دون النساء بل أنتم قوم تجهلون."
Do you lustfully approach men instead of women? Nay, you engage in acts of sheer ignorance.
فما كان جواب قومه إلا أن قالوا أخرجوا آل لوط من قريتكم إنهم أناس يتطهرون.
But this had only one answer from his people. They said, "Expel Lot's folk from your city. They pretend to be absolutely clean."
فأنجيناه وأهله إلا امرأته قدرناها من الغابرين.
Eventually, we saved Lot and his family, except his wife. We had decreed that she should be among those who would remain behind.
وأمطرنا عليهم مطرا فساء مطر المنذرين.
And we rained down upon them a rain. It was an evil rain for those who had already been warned.
قل الحمد لله وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى الله خير أما يشركون.
Say, O Muhammad, all praise be to Allah, and peace be on those of His servants whom He has chosen. Ask them, who is better, Allah or the false gods that they associate with Him as His partners?
أَمَّنْ خَلَقَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ وَأَنزَلَ أنزل لكم من السماء ماء فأنبتنا به حدائق ذات بهجة ما كان لكم أن تنبتوا شجرها أإله مع الله بل هم قوم يعدلون.
Who is it that has created the heavens and the earth, and sent down for you water from the sky, and then we caused to grow therewith orchards full of beauty, whose trees you could never grow? Is there any God associated with Allah in these tasks? Nay, they are a people who are veering away from the right path.
أَمَّنْ جَعَلَ الْأَرْضَ قَرَارًا وَجَعَلَ خِلَالَهَا أَنْهَارًا وَجَعَلَ لَهَا رَوَاسِيَ وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَ الْبَحْرَيْنِ حَاجِزًا أَإِلَٰهٌ مَّعَ اللَّهِ بَلْ أَكْثَرُهُمْ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ.
Who is it who has made the earth a place of resort, and has caused rivers to flow in its midst, and has placed upon it firm mountains, and has placed a barrier between two masses of water? Is there any God associated with Allah in these tasks? Nay, but most of them do not know.
أَمَّن يُجِيبُ الْمُضْطَرَّ إِذَا دَعَاهُ وَيَكْشِفُ السُّوءَ وَيَجْعَلُكُمْ خُلَفَاءَ الْأَرْضِ أَإِلَٰهٌ مَّعَ اللَّهِ قَلِيلًا مَّا تَذَكَّرُونَ.
Who is it who heeds the prayers of the distressed when he calls out to him, and who removes his affliction? And who is it who makes you vicegerents of the earth? Is there any God associated with Allah in this task? How little do you reflect?
أَمَّن يَهْدِيكُمْ فِي ظُلُمَاتِ الْبَرِّ وَالْبَحْرِ وَمَن يُرْسِلُ الرِّيَاحَ بُشْرًا بَيْنَ يَدَيْ رَحْمَتِهِ أَإِلَٰهٌ مَّعَ اللَّهِ تَعَالَى اللَّهُ عَمَّا يُشْرِكُونَ.
Who is it who guides you through the darkness on land and sea, and who sends winds as heralds of good tidings ahead of his mercy? Is there any God associated with Allah in this task? Exalted be Allah above whatever they associate with Him in His divinity.
أَمَّن يَبْدَأُ الْخَلْقَ ثُمَّ يُعِيدُهُ وَمَن يَرْزُقُكُم مِّنَ السَّمَاءِ وَالْأَرْضِ أَإِلَٰهٌ مَّعَ اللَّهِ قُلْ هَاتُوا بُرْهَانَكُمْ إِن كُنتُمْ صَادِقِينَ.
Who is it who creates in the first instance and then repeats it? Who is it who provides you with sustenance from the heavens and the earth? Is there any God associated with Allah in these tasks? Say, bring forth your evidence if you are truthful.
قُل لَّا يَعْلَمُ مَن فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ الْغَيْبَ إِلَّا اللَّهُ وَمَا يَشْعُرُونَ أَيَّانَ يُبْعَثُونَ.
Say, none in the heavens or on the earth has knowledge of the unseen save Allah. They do not know when they will be raised to life.
بَلِ ادَّارَكَ عِلْمُهُمْ فِي الْآخِرَةِ بل هم في شك منها بل هم منها عمون.
Nay, but they have lost their knowledge of the hereafter. They are steeped in doubt and uncertainty about it. Rather, they are blind to it.
وقال الذين كفروا أإذا كنا ترابا وآباؤنا أإنا لمخرجون.
The unbelievers say, when we become dust, we and our forefathers, shall we really be brought out from our graves?
لقد وعدنا هذا نحن وآباؤنا من قبل إن هذا إلا أساطير الأولين.
We were told about this, and so were our forefathers before us. But these are no more than fairy tales that have been recounted from ancient times.
قل سيروا في الأرض فانظروا كيف كان عاقبة المجرمين.
Say, go about through the earth and see what has been the end of the evildoers.
ولا تحزن عليهم ولا تكن في ضيق مما يمكرون.
O Prophet, do not grieve over them, nor be distressed at their designs.
ويقولون متى هذا الوعد إن كنتم صادقين.
They also say, tell us when this threat will come to pass, if you are truthful.
قل عسى أن يكون ردف لكم بعض الذي تستعجلون.
The chastisement whose hastening you've been asking for, maybe a part of it has drawn quite near to you.
وَإِنَّ رَبَّكَ لَذُو فَضْلٍ عَلَى النَّاسِ وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَهُمْ لَا يَشْكُرُونَ.
Indeed, your Lord is exceedingly bountiful to mankind, yet most of them do not give thanks.
وَإِنَّ رَبَّكَ لَيَعْلَمُ مَا تُكِنُّ صُدُورُهُمْ وَمَا يُعْلِنُونَ.
Verily, your Lord knows all that their hearts conceal, as well as all that they reveal.
وَمَا مِنْ غَائِبَةٍ فِي السَّمَاءِ وَالْأَرْضِ إِلَّا فِي كِتَابٍ مُبِينٍ.
There's nothing that is hidden, be it in the heaven or the earth, but is recorded in a clear book.
إن هذا القرآن يقص على بني إسرائيل أكثر الذي هم فيه يختلفون.
Surely, this Qur'an explains to the children of Israel most of the matters concerning which they have disagreements.
وَإِنَّهُ لَهُدًى وَرَحْمَةٌ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ.
And it is a guidance and mercy for the believers.
إِنَّ رَبَّكَ يَقْضِي بَيْنَهُم بِحُكْمِهِ وَهُوَ الْعَزِيزُ الْعَلِيمُ.
Indeed, your Lord will decide between them by His judgment. He is almighty, all-knowing.
فَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ إِنَّكَ عَلَى الْحَقِّ الْمُبِينِ.
So put your trust in Allah, for you are on the manifest truth.
إِنَّكَ لَا تُسْمِعُ الْمَوْتَى وَلَا تُسْمِعُ الصُّمَّ الدُّعَاءَ إِذَا وَلَّوْا مُدْبِرِينَ.
Surely you cannot make the dead hear you, nor can you make the deaf hear your call if they turn back in flight.
وما أنت بهاد العمي عن ضلالتهم إن تسمع إلا من يؤمن بآياتنا فهم مسلمون.
Nor can you direct the blind to the right way, preventing them from falling into error. You can make only those who believe in our verses to hear the call and then submit.
وَإِذَا وَقَعَ الْقَوْلُ عَلَيْهِمْ أَخْرَجْنَا لَهُمْ دَابَّةً مِّنَ الْأَرْضِ تكلمهم أن الناس كانوا بآياتنا لا يوقنون.
And when the time for the fulfillment of our word against them will come, we shall bring forth for them a beast from the earth, who will speak to them, because people did not believe in our signs.
وَيَوْمَ نَحْشُرُ مِنْ كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ فَوْجًا مِّمَّن يُكَذِّبُ بِآيَاتِنَا فَهُمْ يُوزَعُونَ.
Just imagine the day when we shall muster from every nation a large group of those who gave the lie to our signs, and they shall be duly arranged in ranks.
حتى إذا جاءوا قال أكذبتم بآياتي ولم تحيطوا بها علما أم ماذا كنتم تعملون.
Until when all of them have arrived, Allah will say, Did you give the lie to my signs, even without encompassing them with your knowledge? If that is not so, what did you do?
وَوَقَعَ الْقَوْلُ عَلَيْهِمْ بِمَا ظَلَمُوا فَهُمْ لَا يَنطِقُونَ.
And the word will come to pass against them because of their wrongdoing. They will then be able to utter nothing.
أَلَمْ يَرَوْا أَنَّا جَعَلْنَا اللَّيْلَ لِيَسْكُنُوا فِيهِ وَالنَّهَارَ مُبْصِرًا إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَآيَاتٍ لِقَوْمٍ يُؤْمِنُونَ.
Did they not perceive that we had made the night so that they may repose in it, and made the day clear and shining? Surely there are signs in this for those who believe.
وَيَوْمَ يُنفَخُ فِي الصُّورِ فَفَزِعَ مَن فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَمَن فِي الْأَرْضِ إِلَّا مَن شَاءَ اللَّهُ وَكُلٌّ أَتَوْهُ دَاخِرِينَ.
The day when the trumpet will be blown, all those who are in the heavens and on the earth shall be terror-stricken, all except those whom Allah wills, and everyone shall come to Him utterly abject.
وَتَرَى الْجِبَالَ تَحْسَبُهَا جَامِدَةً وَهِيَ تَمُرُّ مَرَّ السَّحَابِ صُنْعَ اللَّهِ الَّذِي أَتْقَنَ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ إِنَّهُ خَبِيرٌ بِمَا تَفْعَلُونَ.
You now see the mountains and consider them firmly fixed, but then they shall pass away, even as clouds pass away. That will be the handiwork of Allah, who has created everything with perfect wisdom. He is well aware of what you do.
من جاء بالحسنة فله خير منها وهم من فزع يومئذ آمنون.
Whosoever comes with good will receive a reward better than his deed, and they will be made secure from the terror of that day.
ومن جاء بالسيئة فكبت وجوههم في النار هل تجزون إلا ما كنتم تعملون.
And whosoever comes with evil, they will be flung upon their faces into the fire. Will you be recompensed for aught other than what you do?
إنما أمرت أن أعبد رب هذه البلدة الذي حرمها وله كل شيء وأمرت أن أكون من المسلمين.
Tell them, O Muhammad, I have been commanded only to serve the Lord of this city that He has made inviolable, to serve Him to whom all things belong. I have been commanded to be of those that submit to Allah.
وأن أتلو القرآن فمن اهتدى فإنما يهتدي لنفسه ومن ضل فقل إنما أنا من المنذرين.
And to recite the Qur'an. So whosoever is guided, his guidance will be to his own good. As for those who stray, tell them, I am none but a warner.
وقل الحمد لله سيريكم آياته فتعرفونها وما ربك بغافل عما تعملون.
And say, all praise be to Allah, who will soon show you His signs that you will recognize. Your Lord is not unaware of what you do.